Tonight. I'm so happy you've all joined here tonight and showed up for Carl, our CEO, coming onto the call to really kind of get to grips with you as a team, see how much fun you are as a team. I know you showed up to many of the road shows that we went along to as well, and we're super proud of everything that you've done so far, and I know that there's so much more to come from you all, and and Carl wanted to join you. You know, he's seeing you grow from strength to strength and wanted to jump on and just kind of to support you, give you some tips that he kind of shares, but also, you know, get to meet you as a team Livewright. So Carl, it's over to you.
Well,
you are.
yeah, well. I mean, obviously there's really something exciting to celebrate here. The fact that you, like this team, as much as exciting as it is that Diana, that you've achieved, or you're qualifying, I guess, 7-star now, right? Which is that's a really big deal. This hasn't existed in the UK for a year yet, and you know, people can go 2-3 years and finally get that 5-star diamond, and you just like you're making things happen. And I think one of the most important things to emphasize to the team is that 7-star diamond is not necessarily just an achievement of Diana. It's an achievement of the team. Every single diamond that represents a leader. And it's very easy for a person to be 1-star diamond one day and 10-star diamond, and then 2 weeks later back to 1-star or just diamond, because they haven't created a sense of sort of a tribe that's going to stay together and work through the turbulence of creating a brand new business. And so let's look at that for a second. We launched, was it in November? November we launched?
October the 19th.
Okay, October. So same thing. So but it was just October, and you know, here we are with a real team. Like, there's a real team in the UK making things happen, and it's cohesive, and you have to take credit for that. Everybody that I'm seeing on here is what this team means. So 7-star diamond, it's obviously a lot of credit to Diana and your passion for fitness and getting it and trusting that Beachbody is substantial in terms of the way we approach helping people achieve their goals, and that it's not some fly-by-night concept. Obviously, we've proven it over here in North America, but the fact that you joined us and embraced this idea that culturally might not have been a fit, but you've made it fit. And the fact that you're 7-star diamond means that you've not only created something that is creating sales, but you've created something that is creating leaders. And that's a really big deal. You know, when I was over there, we talked a lot about the tactics, and it was a very tactical presentation, talking about Instagram and the importance of posting on Instagram stories and making that a regular behavior. But what we didn't talk about at all, in fact, we haven't even really started to talk about in the 1x3x5 group, is what it takes to go to that next level. So we talk 1x3, which is you achieving Success Club by helping 3 people a month. But we haven't talked about the by 5 part much, where you are helping 5 people also achieve Success Club, which means those 5 people are getting their 3. And we're going to get to that. That's part of the next aspect of the training that we'll be doing. But you're doing that. And working with SJ and working with the team, and I know teaming up with some of the other folks who are coaches there, you're doing it. And somebody said to me the other day, what's it take to be a leader? And the answer was my answer. The answer they said was, being a leader means you do something, you achieve something in many respects that's never been achieved before, and then you turn around and you show the next person how to do that. That's what it takes to be a leader. It doesn't mean you have to be a cheerleader, although recognition is a really big deal in this business, but it does mean that you have to both have the patience to be doing the work, what we call staying in phase one, that you're constantly working, reaching out to help people achieve their goals, to help people get started in a challenge group, but then you're spending that additional time, which takes work, to work with obviously 7 people so far who've achieved Diamond, who you've said, okay, here's what we got to do to get you to Diamond, and you're doing that. So, the least I can do is jump on a call on Wednesday night, and I appreciate that everybody got on the call over there. I will also add, I'm looking at some statistics here, and the Team Beachbody sales of 2B Mindset are impressive. We've sold, it looks like, as of about an hour ago, we had already sold 25 challenge packs in the UK for this program, which is a big deal as these numbers start to come in. Again, it's a brand new market, so 2B Mindset is already finding its own identity. So, within all this, both applauding you and learning from you and applauding your team, I couldn't be more excited to encourage everybody and to wonder, when it comes down to the steps to success contest that we're doing, like who on this team will be there. So I don't know if you're aware of this yet, if anybody on the team has heard of this, but SJ, why don't you describe sort of what we've just put up, because we've never done it before, and it's something that we wanted to do as we look ahead to sort of the anniversary of the launch, that we wanted to celebrate the top 20 leaders in the UK with a special sort of drive between now and I guess the end of August. So SJ, can you walk us through it a little bit, because you're better with the details?
Yeah, absolutely, I can. So there is an FAQ for it as well coming very soon. However, it's really quite basic in what you need to achieve. And it's not about achieving Diamond or being the highest Success Club point earner or having the most volume. It's a combination of everything. And I'm sure you'll agree with me. It's really important to have those kind of, if you had a legs on a table, when one of them's not there, that table's really quite wonky and there's kind of like, it's off kilter. So the leadership ladder incentive, which is, it doesn't get talked about very often at Beachbody, and we don't recognize it that often. It doesn't get shouted about. But when Carl said to us, he said, I want to come over and I want to recognize the team. It's going to be nearly a year, and just give them that extra boost towards the fourth quarter. He's like, what can we do? And so my instance was to go straight to leadership ladder. And for those of you that don't know what that means, definitely go and seek out the FAQ for leadership ladder. It's FAQ 95339, or you can just put FAQ Beachbody leadership ladder in Google. But the key principles of leadership ladder are everything. So it's your monthly earnings. So it's about you earning some money coming through in this business. And you actually having an income, which is what you're joining. One of the reasons you're in this business is to have some income coming in, I'm sure. It's about you achieving Success Club yourself. It's about the rank that you achieve. And so we've incentivized this to start a team builder. So it's an Emerald, Ruby and above. So anyone can absolutely achieve this. And it's about how many people in your team you also help to get Success Club points. So it's not just about you bringing people in and then leaving them because you've now hit a rank, for example. It's about bringing people into your business that want to coach as well, and they're going to go out and duplicate what you're doing. And so you're also helping people, and that's really important that you have personal coaches that have brought someone else into the business. So that's another element of it. And then obviously volume's big as well. I talk about it on Recognition Thursday each week as well. And so it's about how much volume you've got running through your weak leg, let's say. And so these are the criteria, and it's all about your business being really stable across all kind of legs. If there was 5 legs, because it's like 5 different criteria. It's like an odd shaped table. But it's like, look at it like that, and definitely get to grips with leadership ladder, because this will give you a really good foundational business. And if you learn this and then teach it, as Carl said, you go and do something that no one's done before, and now you turn around and help everyone else to do it, your business will be really strong and really stable. And so it's on the table for absolutely anyone. You have to achieve team builder or above within the months of May and the end of August. And then we rank it. And one of the rankings that we have is obviously in the amount of money that you've earned, because we really want you to start earning some money and making this a successful business for you. So you're getting, you're beginning to see a lifestyle change for yourself as well as helping so many other people. So we will have tiebreakers if there's lots of people that achieve this, because I'm certain that it's very achievable for many, many people. And so that's the basics, but definitely go and look up Leadership Ladder. And the event, like what we've got planned, is a matinee to Tina the Musical, which I'm sure if you've been anywhere in the news, you've seen that it's kind of flown to the point where newsreaders are saying that it should be at the O2 and not actually at the venue it's at. So Carl, there's some feedback for you. It's that big and that popular that it should be in the O2 arena. And then also you're going to get to go out for dinner, and we've just booked, Thomas has just booked an amazing restaurant that's nearby. And so we'll also all be having dinner together afterwards to celebrate the achievements. And you'll be brushing shoulders with not only each other, which is really important. And I know for you guys as a team, it's like, I saw you in Riviera Maya and how much you loved that social element, and it is a big part of us at Team Beachbody, having fun and like letting your hair down, but really coming together with your peers as well. But also obviously Carl's going to be there, Isabel's joining us as well, along with Thomas and myself, which we're obviously there to support you.
Yeah, but you guys have to pay for your own tickets and your own.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. Just to add a little color to that, I got a call maybe 3 months ago that there was I co-produce or basically invest in theater productions on Broadway from time to time, and I got a call from my Broadway partners, and they said, because I have a theater background, that's why I do it. It's sort of a fun thing, and my daughter's an actress, so it's a fun little family thing. So I got this call and said, hey, there's a position open. There's some availability in Tina the Musical that's starting here in the UK. Would you like a piece of it? And I was like, you know what? It's great. I'm going over to the UK more often. I'd love to be a part of that one. And I had also invested in a show called The Goat, which I never saw, but apparently it did very well. That was on the West End, but that's what they call it, right? The West End. That's a thing. Yeah. Is there an East End?
Yeah.
Okay. North and South?
East and West.
Okay, just East and West. Okay. So in any case, I got to invest as part of this, and it's done incredibly well. The reviews have been amazing. And so when we were talking about celebrating the growth and wanting to make it so that the UK had something of its own, something of your own to vie for within all the incentive trips and things that we do that because there's other momentum in the business, it would be difficult, for instance, for you to necessarily vie for top 10 at this particular stage until your business matures a little bit. We wanted to do something that's top 10 over the whole company. We wanted to give you something to really go for that you would specifically be able to qualify for. That would also, those qualifications, worst case scenario, if you did whatever you could to be productive as a team leader, even if you don't qualify in the top 20 in the UK to be a part of this, your business will absolutely benefit. So regardless, there's no downside to doing exactly what the qualifications are for this business, because you're going to find that it goes through the end of August, right? That's the qualification period. So from now to the end of August, if you do this to try to really go for it and be in the top 20, worst case scenario is your business is now on a solid foundation built from the principles that we've studied and analyzed as being the things that create a long-lasting, strong, compounding team. A team that where its volume and income compounds over time, which is what makes any good business, right? A difficult business, so just to add color to that so you understand how valuable this business that you're building, which is probably, you're not making thousands of dollars a day right now, but let's put the difference of business types into perspective for a second. A compounding, there's one way to make money. Let's say you're a teller at a coffee shop and you get paid an hourly wage. So you go in, you sell your time, you get paid an hourly wage for being a teller at the coffee shop, and you go home. But a compounding business is one where it starts off where you're not even making the hourly wage that you would make as that teller. But as you build and build your team and build productivity, effectively every week, every month, you're building that wheel. It's compounding. And as you compound, it's kind of like adding a penny a day. And that penny adds 2 pennies, and then there's 4 pennies, and then there's 8 pennies, and then there's 16. Should I say pence? It's pennies. Okay.
Pennies.
So pennies is fun. So it compounds so that instead of selling your time, what you're selling is your effort, and it compounds over time so that you're actually making more money, more efficiently as this wheel turns and builds. Kind of like they call it the snowball effect, where the same amount of effort in 2 years is going to is now going to, instead of making you pennies per hour, is going to be making you hundreds of dollars per hour. And that compounds and compounds. The only way you lose from a compounding business is if you let it slow down and then have to restart it. But as long as you keep it sort of spinning like a snowball, you keep it building and building, it gets larger and its mass gets bigger, and that team keeps growing. And so that's what we are looking to give an incentive to create that compounding for yourself. You can always take a part-time job that will pay you a couple out of a couple of 2-3 hours a day, will pay you a little bit of an extra income. But if you've got the patience to build this business and work with leaders and understand what it's like to be the proof the product works, and by being, what we mean by that vital behavior of being the proof the product works, this is what I said when I was over there, is that means being visible, that you are drinking your shake and you're, oh, there it is, day 122 of 2018, that you're drinking your shake. You're being more conscious about what you're eating with photos of your food, that you're showing that you're doing your workouts. In fact, I gave SJ a document. I don't know, there she is. Keep moving around my screen. So I gave SJ a document that maybe you can share with Diana, that is sort of a tick list. You tick it off every day of what you're doing on Instagram stories, where the team or you can keep track of. Now everybody just went all the way over. Oh, there it is. I see. Yeah, so I got this actually from Julie Voris, one of our coaches over here. And you've got, all you need to do is every day check off that you did one of these things. And I'll let Diana and SJ get into the detail of how to use this sheet. But it's a great way to just hold yourself accountable so that you are visible proof the product works. And when you are visible proof that the product works, doesn't mean you have to be a hard body or six-pack and super muscles. It just means that you are an example of what a healthy lifestyle looks like. And then you invite people to join your challenge group, and they want to be a part of this. They don't expect you to be a fitness or nutrition expert. They just expect you to hold them accountable and be the glue that keeps this group together, and also will help them if they decide to make a go of coaching with the business. So that little sheet will help you keep track of how you're being the proof the product works, and the group can work together. Hey, show me your sheet. Imagine over the course of the next 3 or 4 months what your business could do if you filled out that sheet every day and your team had those check marks every single day. It would be mind-blowing how productive everything would be. And imagine how positive it'll be for, let's say all 7-star diamonds did it, and 10 people beneath them, let's say 70 people now, and all their followers were seeing these Instagram stories. All of a sudden, the concept of a healthy lifestyle and making healthy choices is now more visible. Instead of being that invisible thing that happens at the gym or that happens just in your kitchen, now that people are seeing that there's an alternative. And with obesity rates where they are, type 2 diabetes being a real problem throughout the world, and that is something that can be avoided simply with fitness and nutrition. And that's what you guys represent so well. So use that sheet. Keep doing what you're doing. You've got a great leader in Diana. The fact that something where our mission statement is help people achieve their goals to lead healthy, fulfilling lives, that you've embraced that and you didn't just embrace it as some get-rich-quick scheme is so meaningful. And to have a team over there that's building at this rate with that bedrock of the meaning of what we do and not just the money of what we do is just a great sign, because we wanted to start in the UK with the same quality of growth that we have had in North America. So it's exceptionally meaningful to me, and I can't wait to come over there when I drop my daughter off to start school at her theater school over there, and then enjoy a matinee and dinner with you guys. So since my daughter's going to be over there, I did tell her that, just because it'll be a bit of a flight, that if she's ever lonely, she needs to call me, because now I have a reason to come over. So maybe we'll have more meetings than I'm supposed to. But now, hey, wait, before we do anything else, and I think I'm running out of time with you, but can I take a picture? So everybody, now I don't think I have everybody. Okay, good. Do that. Let me get a picture. Oh, geez, I don't know. Let me get close to you. Okay, there we are. Okay, let me see if that took. Oh, it did. All right, so I'll post that in a little bit. Let me take one more, because I don't really like the way I look. It's really about me.
In, guys. Get your faces in.
Smile. Get in there. Get in the frame.
Thomas, where's your face?
Oh, yeah, we all look good there, and I'm not really blocking anybody. I got to take one more, because I'm afraid I've blocked somebody. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right. Everybody ready?
Ready.
UK? Say UK.
UK.
All right. Good. I'll make one of those work, and somehow. So super excited, proud of you, 7-star Diamond Diana, and the team for achieving that. I hope we get to do this again regularly. Yeah, everybody. Brian, Barb, Shaza, Liz. Is it Shaza or Shaza? How she can't talk, so she just got to sit there and look pretty.
Come on, Shaza.
Shaza?
Shaza.
All right, there you go. Andrew, Stephen, Claire. I would go through everybody's names, but there's just too many people here. Well, 23, I could probably do it, but I don't know how to work this screen. So I'll let you guys get back to it. Today's a big launch of 2B Mindset. Obviously, we're super excited about it. It's crazy. We aren't too conservative with our forecasts, but you'll be the first to know that by 9 a.m. our time, which means that it had only been up for about 8 hours or 9 hours, we had already sold the equivalent of what we had forecast for the first 7 days.
Ooh.
So it's pretty exciting, and we are adding thousands of coaches today. So keep up the good work. This is going to change a lot of lives. There's many people who aren't ready to exercise, and this is going to be a fantastic alternative for them. And the good news is then it's a gateway for them to lead this healthier lifestyle and then decide to be a part of the overall system and upgrade to Beachbody On Demand. I think the smart move, by the way, is to urge people, if you send them the share a cart or whatever, I would recommend the deluxe pack, which means that they get this very efficient or discounted price on Beachbody On Demand. I think it's like 40 pounds or something effectively. So it's just a really the best deal. So when you're bringing people in, even if they're not ready to exercise, they might as well take advantage of that special deal, because at some point this year they're going to want to do something, and they'll see what we have coming out, and I think they'll be excited about it. So take advantage of that. Keep up the great work. Know that I'm so proud of you, and anything I can do to support you before my trip in September, please let SJ know, and she'll let me know, or contact me through Facebook, and let's keep up the good work. Okay.
Thanks so much, Carol. That's been awesome. Thanks for your time.